All right, also I'll keep getting questions about what do you need to get started with barbecue. Okay, it's pretty simple, but I'm just gonna show you some things that I have, and then maybe you can get ideas. Okay, like it's kind of to each his own. Like you're gonna do what works for you. So these are some of the things that I accumulated that I have that I like. Okay, so you got your plates. You're gonna need plates to put them in to go plates. Now look at the difference between this plate and this plate. See how the difference, how big it is? So these were the only ones they had at the time. We were just making sandwiches. These can barely hold the sandwiches that we make, and then the two sides or whatever. But I could not make a plate with like ribs or anything and put them in here. It's just too small. So that's had its use, and if we make sandwiches, we're gonna use the rest of these and use them up, and that's it. But they do sell other plates like this with the compartments like that, and so those are the ones like I'd rather have. These were actually given to me to try out by Benny Keith. If you haven't been there, go check it out. These actually are real good containers. I like black. It just looks more cooler. I know it sounds cheesy, but it does. You know, you got your nacho container right here. I think that's cool depending on what you're selling. You can put some burnt ends or something in there. This is useful for either like pickles and pickled onions or like those side things, or you can put like if y'all make chado beans or even beans, you can put it in there, maybe some rice, stuff like that. It's always good to have a barbecue sauce squirter. Those come in handy. I would just say just have one for sure. You're gonna need to-go bags, okay? This is all essential stuff. To-go bags. Now, again, like I bought to-go bags that were too little and they didn't work out great. So make sure you get the size that fits you, because it sucks if you buy all that and then you don't have a the right size. You're gonna need forks and knives and all that stuff. That we have that right here. This is from Benny Keith, and so it's all black. I like that, black on black. And then we got our what is it called, where we vacuum seal the food that we have left over. That is very essential, you know. So let me take y'all to the garage real quick. All right, y'all, so of course you need a smoker. You need a decent sized one, you know, to put enough food in there. But you know, if you have something like this, you can utilize it. Like, you know, I smoked up to 3 briskets in here and they came out fine. You just got to be careful. I've done about 1, 2, 3, 4. I've done about 6 ribs in here, and that's pushing it big time, I think. But oh well. But you need a smoker, okay? Another thing is that you're gonna need some type of warmer, okay? Or coolers, right? So with me, it came with time. It didn't come right away, but we eventually saved them enough money and we're able to get this warmer. So I mean, when I say you don't have to worry about your food, you don't. You just put it in there, and as long as it's wrapped, you're good. So if you can get something like this was $1,200. We got at, I forgot what the place, Ace Smart or something like that. Then that would be great. But if not, it's okay. There's some more plasticware or whatever. Okay, but this is what you really should invest in, okay? Like if you can't get a warmer like that, at the meantime, these are important. These are Cambros. These will keep your food warm. And of course, I can't travel with that warmer, but I can travel with these things, and they will keep your food. So if you're gonna put like 4 briskets in there or 5 racks of ribs, and the ribs are hot, the hotness is gonna stay in there. You know, as long as it's something hot, it's gonna stay in there, like the warmthness. I mean, when we did 6 briskets, I kept them all in there. I mean, they stayed warm for about 6 hours. So that is something that's essential. Now that costs about, if I'm not mistaken, like $300 or $250. If you can get a deal on something, then, you know, take advantage of it. I think some guy found it on Marketplace for like $100 each. So that's a steal. Now, when it comes to wood, you're gonna need a supplier. You're gonna need to go somewhere to go get some good wood, because right now Academy, you can get one of those bags and it's like 22 bucks. All right, now unless you're using charcoal to like with the heat, and then the wood for like the flavor, then you don't need as much wood. But I use all wood, so I use more wood. So I have to go to the wood yards, and so that costs money. All right. Okay, so you're definitely gonna need a thermal pin, something like this. This is for to check the internal temps of the briskets. I don't use the ones that you put in the briskets and it monitors them the whole time. It just, once you get used to it, you're good. So all you need kind of is this, and you can check anytime you want, check the temp. So those are very helpful. You're gonna need a serrated bread knife, or you can use the one that's not serrated. Or if you want to just get an expensive kitchen knife and something like that, you can do that. But these are very great and cheap to trim briskets with. To me, I don't need to be fancy. And these work great for turkey breasts as well. These work great for slicing ribs too. So I like these, and they work. As far as trimming your briskets, I know that I've seen a lot of people been trimming their briskets with these too. So I might start practicing with that. Or you can use a curved bone knife. It's up to you. These work good too. Something like this to, you know, if you want to sauce your ribs or whatever. Gonna start having to learn how to sharpen your knives and invest in some, because that's important to make sure they're always sharp. You're always gonna need some gloves, like put these on and then put the black ones over it. Those are important. And then you know, pots and pans, I would say, for either like beans or whatever, you always need that. And then a good cutting board. That's very important. So that's all I can think about right now. Is there anything you would recommend as far as like if with barbecue, like something you should have, like for starting off?
I think you pretty much said everything. Like just like maybe for size, make sure you have good, you know, like tools, I guess.
Yeah.
Like to trim like vegetables and
Yeah.
you know, a food processor is always great.
Oh yeah. That's true. I forgot about that. So
A good mixer.
one of these. So that helps with like salsas. And we use that a lot.
Chopping like your vegetables for your potato salad.
So this is a small one, but I like it just for the name. But I usually have a bigger one. This is our grinder. The other pieces are somewhere else right now. But you know, the extra trimmings for the briskets, I'm telling you, if not for profit, save it for yourself. Later on, grind them and then just make burgers. I mean, you know how expensive it is with inflation and everything. So, like, those brisket trimmings that you don't use, freeze them. And then whenever you have free time, just grind it. It's real easy. And then just make burgers for your family. So, I mean, that's high-end stuff right there. That's brisket meat. So, we did that the other day. You can make sausage, too. I got a sausage machine in the garage. I think you might have seen it in the other video, but the grinder, you can do it from there as well. It's automatic, so it'll do it faster. I like the manual one better. But yeah, that's just a quick video of some of the things I have, some of the things I recommend for getting started on selling barbecue on your own. And you know, the best thing to do is promote yourself, show raw footage of your food all the time. I'm just always doing that on Facebook. I'm not always posting the same pictures. I'm trying to put new stuff, new footage, of the food. So, you know, you might get busy, but if we get busy selling barbecue, if I see like, oh shoot, that plate looks nice, like I'm like, I have to take off all my gloves, stop everything, and just take a picture, because you know what? That picture is going to be very helpful. You know, you might not have orders at the meantime, but when you take that picture, bam, people are like, oh shoot, you know? So yeah, just jump into it. As far as licensings, how did I say that? How do you say?
Licensing?
You can get a server's license, or I had got like a management one because I was gonna do a food truck, but I didn't. you can do that. It's up to you, but I sell from home. I'm not bothering with all that crap right now. Most of the people are cool. I just don't really mess with chicken too much when I sell. You know, the ribs, you can't go wrong. Brisket, you can't go wrong. It's always overcooked anyways, in a way. So you're not worried about people getting sick. As long as you keep that food up to temp. But yeah, if y'all have any questions, drop them down. If you got anything to add as far as letting people know what they should use for getting started, drop it down in the comments. That's what it's all about. Until next time.